ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. I'm Dr. G.S. Chingi. I'm very happy to discuss about monopolistic competition market. Before that, we have to understand some basic concepts, which are what is market and what are the elements of market. We will understand first that concepts. The interaction between supply and demand to determine the market price and corresponding quantity bought and sold. This we called as market. And elements of the markets are buyers and sellers, goods and services, price for a product or service at a time, knowledge about market condition, bargaining for a price. And we can classify into a market into 4 categories, which are perfect competition, monopolistic competition, and oligopoly competition. And we can divide revenue into the 3 categories, such as total revenue, average revenue, and marginal revenue. Marginal revenue is the additional unit which we earn from that. And in the profit, we can divide it into 3, such as supernormal profit, where average revenue is less than the average cost, and normal profit, where average revenue is equal to the average cost. And in the loss condition, average revenue is the less than the average cost. And in the monopolistic concept was put forth by an American economist, Professor A. Chamberlain, in his popular book, The Theory of Monopolistic Competition, published in 1933. And this concept, imperfect competition, was mentioned by John Robinson in 1933 in her book, Economics of Imperfect Competition in England. Monopolistic competition refers to market structure where there is keen competition, but not perfect among a group of large number of small sellers having some degree of monopoly power because of their differentiated products. And these are the characteristics: large number of firms, free entry and free exit, some control over price, heavy expenditure on advertisements and other type of expenditures, product variations, product differentiations. And these are the examples: shoe repairs, taxis, minibuses, bars and nights, and hairdressers, etc. In the short run, we can understand that supernormal profit, where average revenue is less than average cost. Here on the OAY axis, we can mention price, cost, and marginal revenue. In the OX axis, it is output, where average revenue is less than the marginal, average revenue is more than the marginal revenue. In this time, where average revenue, this is the average cost curve, and this is the average revenue curve, where average cost is less than the average revenue, where this much of price, this is the quantity. This time we can earn, the seller or producer can earn supernormal profit. And in the same condition, in the long run, in the short run, in the normal profit condition, where there is price and quantity, here the average revenue curve and average cost curve is the intersect in the one point. In this condition, the producer can earn normal profit. And in the same time, sometimes maybe happen in the loss, where average cost is more than the average revenue. This time the NLPW, this proportion is loss condition. In the in the long run, here the entrepreneur or seller can earn only normal profit, where in this condition, the average cost and average revenue are the intersect at the same point, where he has earned the normal profit, which is average revenue is equal to average cost. To conclude that the theory of monopolistic competition describes many markets in the economy. It offers little guidance to policymakers looking to improve the market's allocation of resources. Oligopolists can maximize profit if they form a cartel, which is a group, and act like a monopolist. Thank you.